Another of these so-called second-tier teams, Rulers of Rome is composed of players who all have a long experience playing with each other, and together have reached a very solid level in 1v1 and team games. Ganji has been sitting at the top spot of the team game ladder on D for months now, and the Italian brothers Kamigawa and Nenimaran, also known as Pete Martell, have all been playing top-level team games for a very long time. Vodka and Luca then complete an already very solid lineup. Seeded 9th coming into the qualifiers for the tournament, Rulers of Rome had a convincing showcase against Slavic Supremacy, the 8th seed, winning a spot into the main event. In comparison to the other newcomer at this level, Pet Gun Pet, Rulers of Rome is less of a combination of strong individualities, and more of an experienced team. While their players are certainly no pushovers in 1 vs 1, they particularly shine the most in team games, as they have all been playing together for many years. From Rulers of Rome, expect solid, classic gameplay. Together they can execute a well-coordinated Mayan and Britain's flanks on Arabia, supported by Frank's pocket, just as it was played back on Wololo Kingdoms. They are good at team walling and setting up trade early. Playing in the B group of the main league against the teams Pet Gun Pet, Vietnam Legends, and Aftermath, they will need to come well prepared to fight their way to the elimination stages of the event. If Rulers of Rome's flawless performance on the final game of their set against Slavic Supremacy is anything to judge by, they will have a refined set of strategies prepared for the tournament. How will 3 primarily 1v1 players fare in a team game tournament at the highest level? That is the storyline behind Pet Gun Pet, the team featuring players Project Belgium, Angelina Jolie, Daniel, and Stefan. The answer for now seems to be very well, since this unexpected association was able to upset the formidable Fei Men Sandao, the second Chinese team centered around superstars Tim and Vivi. With a hard-fought 2-1 victory, Pet Gun Pet makes the main league of Battle of Africa 2 a first for this newly formed team. The strengths of Pet Gun Pet consist first and foremost of its high-level roster of players, all 4 of them potentially top 30 in the world. During the qualifiers, Pet Gun Pet also shattered all doubts that viewers and casters could have had about their team communication and synergy. Now everyone knows that their strategy is undoubtedly well prepared, and their execution so far has been near flawless. The team obviously comes well trained into the tournament, and their win against such a heavyweight opponent must have given them an extra boost of motivation going into the main stage of the event. Against the other top-level teams of Battle of Africa 2, Arabia will likely not be the preferred map of Pet Gun Pet. While they are all solid players, proving that they can compete with some of the top teams, they may struggle to rival the likes of Secret or Aftermath on the most played map in the game. However, expect clever strategies and bold tactics from Pet Gun Pet, as the team can rely on ingenuity and such depth of preparation to try and pull further upsets as the tournament progresses. Pet Gun Pet is no doubt a rising team not to be underestimated. Team Heresy features some truly historic veterans, as well as fresh players to the scene. After Dogao's dominant performance in Hidden Cup 3, there is no doubt he is in some of the best shape in his impressive career. Seeing that Dogao isn't playing with the top teams this time, there were questions on which Dogao would team up with for BOA2. And who better than his longtime teammate, Miguel, and the newcomer, Lan. Playing with Riot last time as the team LOS, Dogao and Miguel had narrowly failed to make the semifinals, losing twice to the might of SY. With Lan, they managed to beat Suomi during the Rise to Glory 3v3, and so, Team Heresy will aim at a strong placement in BOA2. Dogao will undoubtedly be the key player for Team Heresy. A master in all aspects of the game, He is especially renowned for his achievements in team game tournaments, winning the 2016 Clan Masters and the 2017 Nations Cup. While they didn't get the results that they were expecting during the ECL, Dogao and Miguel form an exceptional duo on the battlefield, two teammates with notable synergy. Lan is considered to be one of the most improved players of the past 6 months as well, making a strong addition to the new lineup. It's difficult to know what to expect from Heresy. However, you should definitely keep your eyes peeled for this team. While Miguel just recently started playing again, Dogao and Lan are undoubtedly in superb shape. The team will be deadly on Arabia and all types of fast open maps. Expect Miguel to flood paladins all over the map, and Dogao to dominate with the Mongols, as he has done countless times over the years. This is certainly a team with great potential. Vietnam is another national team that has played at the highest level for decades. Losing cool to the Sirens of Age of Empires 1, still largely popular in Vietnam, his teammates Backed, ACCM, and Say My Name will once again band together to take part in the long-awaited Battle of Africa 2. VNA has not been in the best shape recently, and were not able to advance past the group stages in BOA. However, they remain arguably the 5th best team in the world, with a strong roster of veterans. But will that be enough with such a steep competition at the top? VNA is one of the best well-rounded teams, with all 3 players evolving to a very consistent level. They each bring their own unique legacy to the table. Currently, ACCM might be the top player for VNA, with a strong showing in the pre-Hidden Cup 3 matches that saw him beat MBL. VNA is known to try and make the game messy with their unorthodox strategies, an approach that can sometimes backfire for the team, despite the notable strength of its individual players. Expect strong plays from VNA, but be wary of potential throws as well. Expect them to attempt bold strategies, while also making sure to pay close attention to their refined meta play, as they are each excellent players in that regard too. VNA is just unpredictable. You know that they'll be able to bring sheer brilliance to the table at times. But then, you have to fear those moments where it just won't be enough. Following VNA during BOA2 will likely be one of the most interesting storylines during the event. The Finnish national team first rose to fame when they reached the 3rd place of the 2015 Nations Cup, improving on that result 2 years later with a 2nd place at the 2017 Nations Cup. Since then, they have been a fixture of highest level team game tournaments, reaching the semi-finals of Battle of Africa and finishing 3rd overall in the Escape Champions League. Suomi, however, is still waiting for their first major tournament win. Will Battle of Africa 2 finally be the occasion? While Secret and Aftermath rely on superstar players, Suomi's strength lies in the exceptional team synergy its players showcase in tournaments. Excellent players in their own right, the Max, Veles, Zupi, and Rubenstock all have clearly defined roles to fill in the team. Suomi is greater than the simple sum of its parts. The team trains and prepares carefully for all situations, and brings clever strategies to the table, forcing other teams to react and improvise. Expect the unexpected should be Suomi's motto. In recent times, Rubenstock has become notorious for his out-of-the-box strategies and being Suomi's wild card in important tournaments. Expect more chaotic strategies from Rubenstock, enabling Suomi to let their power player, the Max, shine at what he does best, flooding hordes of paladins all over the map. While China has been the country with the most high-level players of any nation, those players have historically been split in several incredible teams of comparable level. SY, the legendary Chinese team who won multiple Nations Cups and impressively defeated the historic Team Tyrant on home soil during the Clan Masters Finals in 2016, is returning for this event under a brand new name, Yin Yang, featuring only its core 3 players, Mr. Yo, Lix, and Paladin. While Yin Yang is a new name, SY remains one of the oldest and most experienced teams in the bracket. The team features the exceptional skill and legacy of Mr. Yo, who recently toppled the Viper himself in the climactic final of the Red Bull Wololo tournament, as well as the disruptive plays of Lix and the decisive leadership of Paladin. Yin Yang can efficiently wall off any map and play standard, but they can also turn any map into the most chaotic battlefield. Whatever they do, they will do it well, and the broad skill and experience they bring will certainly make them a lethal opponent throughout the tournament. Expect great communication between the players. Expect the occasional and dreaded tower play from Lix, and expect them to play with exceptional precision, even when playing standard. SY's weakness in recent years might have been their capacity to adapt to new, unfamiliar maps. Often they have come short to other teams who are better prepared. However, make no mistake, Yin Yang will be prepared and will be a serious contender to win BOA2. Battle of Africa was the first tournament where the newly founded Team Aftermath participated. Despite the absence of Nikov, Aftermath have shown in the group stage and the semi-finals, winning 4 matches for the loss of just a single game. Although they went down to Secret in a brutal final, Aftermath capitalized on that momentum and arguably rose to being the second best team in the world, finishing second only to Secret at the year-long ECL. The main strength of Aftermath lies in its formidable roster: Leary, Hera, MBL, Nikov, and Hart. While Hart is inactive, the other 4 players are all top 10 players, with incredible and complementary skill sets. Aftermath relies on the individual abilities of its players to bring their A level and crush their opponents with their superior mechanics and their excellent team synergy. One could describe Aftermath as a volatile team, capable of playing absolutely perfect games, as well as notoriously underperforming. Nevertheless, with the release of the Definitive Edition, Nikov and Hera have improved, massively for the latter, and Leary has also come back to the scene, playing more frequently than during the past year. With anti-sling rules and set positions, 2 game elements that Aftermath has been very vocal about supporting, expect the team to be motivated to do better than their past results, and with their incredible roster, they could certainly challenge Secret. Previously known as Tyrant, arguably the strongest team our game has ever seen, the stars of Team Secret have won every major game tournament since 2016. Joining the team for the first edition of the Battle of Africa, Tato completed an already impressive lineup. That team went on to seal the victory with a flawless performance against their Aftermath rivals in the final. Viper, indisputably the best player in the world, seconded by ageless veteran Doubt and superstar Tato. Their newest addition, Nilly, is expected to complete the roster, with a question on the participation of former Tyrant player Slam, absent from their BOA lineup. Secret is known for its great preparation, its carefully thought out strategies, and its exceptional mental strength. Down 2-0 against Suomi during the ECL Live Final, Secret won 3 games in a row to take the win. After losing to Aftermath in the Swiss stage of BOA1, Secret came back stronger than ever in the final, stunning AM without ever dropping a game, thanks to a brilliant preparation. Expect power play from the Viper, with Doubt and Tato making it possible and even easy for their star player to shine. Expect a clear understanding of the maps and a crafty plan for each. Expect walls and early trade. Expect Secret to be the favorites to win the whole event, as anything else would be a major upset.